Honey!
What?
Where's my super suit?
What?
Where is my super suit?
Nothing like some cool coffee in October when it's 105 outside. I literally live in hell on earth. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Thomas, and today we're talking about every single item that's coming out for Supreme Week 7 of Fall Winter 2024, going through the entire drop list, talking about the Jordan collab, the accessories, what I think is going to resell for the most, what I think the flops are, and just my thoughts on the week as a whole. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Before we get started, I want to remind you guys to please hit like on the video and subscribe to the channel, hit the noti bell, and consider becoming a member. If you guys don't know what memberships are, it's kind of like a subscription on Twitch. You can support me for a little bit each month, get exclusive chat icons, other benefits, etc. You can click this join button right here on my channel if you're on PC, and occasionally on mobile it pops up, or you can go down here and join this channel to get access to perks and click on the SupThomas link right there. All your money goes to help reinvest in the channel, and currently working on saving up for a new mic, new camera, and eventually we'll be getting other cameras and stuff to do more in-person videos, outfit stuff. So we're going to continue to grow the channel, and if you guys ever want to see specific content, please let me know. I've been having a lot of success with Palace recently, but of course we mainline Supreme around here. We go live every single Thursday, so thank you so much for your continued support. And still on our way to 5K. Let's go look at Supreme. All right, here is the drop list for week 7 on Supreme Community. I guess first we'll look at Supreme drops and get the overview of the week as a whole. You can see all the items on your screen right here. What are your favorite ones? Looking at some of the Jordan fits. We talked about the Jordan stuff in the video on Monday. So if you guys want to check that out, I go into each and every item and kind of my overall thoughts on the Jordan Supreme collab. I can say this, it's simple. There's a couple pieces that I like. I think there's going to be some resale on it. We'll get more into it, I guess, as we go through the drop list, but it's disappointing we didn't have shoes coming out with the clothing items. That's going to be a turnoff for a lot of people, myself included. So we're not going to go through each and every Jordan item because the True Grit Power Rack weight set. Now, power racks are fucking cool. If you guys lift, you know it's like one of the most productive things you can do in the gym. You got pull-ups right there, you got bench press, incline, you can squat, all kinds of things. You can deadlift. It's an incredibly versatile piece of gym equipment. And this one is incredibly gaudy and hilarious, and I want it. I really do. But $4K for this True Grit power set is very expensive. This is for the true heads. I think this is going to be an item that's going to be very hard to get because the people that can afford this are going to go for it. It might even be botted. There's no way it's in-store only because this thing is going to get shipped to you. I've heard shipping is like $800. It's so heavy. So it's an absolute buy if you can afford it because this thing will be really rare and is just super cool. I think a lot of people that are buying this though have probably never lifted 2 plates in their life, which is great because there's 2 plates up right there on the incline bench, which it's like, damn brother, that's some crazy stuff. A lot of people were talking about going for the Biggie short sleeve top. I still don't really get why they're doing a Supreme Jordan Biggie shirt, but whatever. I think this is actually going to sell out though, given that there's a lot of notorious BIG fans. People like Jordan, people like photo tees, and $48 is pretty affordable. So I think there's maybe a little bit of resale, probably not as much as the Tyler the Creator tee. So look at the prices of that, and it's probably slightly less than that if I had to guess. And maybe the fact that there's only 2 colors, maybe that could help drive the resale price up a little bit. I don't know. All right, the first non-Jordan item is the Polartec Shirling reversible pullover. I remember looking at this guy at the preview. People usually dig these guys. I think the Real Tree, or maybe the purple one, is the one to get. Real Tree, the inside Sherpa is a cream color, purple on purple. Wish it was a different color just to have a little bit of versatility. Same thing with the black. So it's the same color on both of them except for the camo one. $200 also is incredibly affordable. I think that's a great item to pick up and easily wearable in a multitude of different levels of coldness. Like, all right, it doesn't have to be super cold, and you can flip it inside out depending on how warm you want to be. Couple more Jordan items right here. The drawstring bag, tricot jacket, and the warm-up jersey. I still think the warm-up jersey is going to have some decent potential on it, especially in this Travis Scott colorway. But what I really want to know is, what do you guys think about the tri-coat tracksuit? I still don't really know if this guy's going to do super well. I can say this, like, tracksuits typically do all right. but I'm not sure if these colorways are where it's at. So let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think of Jordan? I dropped most of my thoughts in the video on Monday, but I still think there is some potential to be had for some resale. And of course, if you like it, buy it. Wash Chino Twill Camp Cap, 48 bucks. Numerous different colors, almost too many. This 3D holographic leopard print design, I think, is the one to go for. We saw last week with the S caps, it was the multicolor one that ended up selling out. And if you don't like this one, I would say go for the denim or perhaps the tan on red. Those are probably the cleanest versions of this washed twill camp. Jordan headband, 40 bucks is expensive, and it looks like it's a winter headband, so I'm not copping this at all. I wish it was something that was a little bit less warm. I don't really know what people would use that for. Balling out in the wintertime, I guess. Fair enough. I guess it's the fall-winter season. Collegiate acronym hooded sweatshirt. Here we go. I remember seeing this guy in the preview as well. Strength, unity, power, respect, excellence, mercy, everlasting. If you really like the design, go for it. I think these are better when they don't have those words cutting through them. 2024 on the hood right there is an interesting design choice as well. 158. I don't think there's really much potential in this at all. I'm gonna kind of not vote on it because I'm pretty indifferent. Man, when we skip the Supreme Jordan stuff, we kind of don't have a huge drop list. So maybe I'll have to go back and give you guys my top 5 or something, because I didn't realize we only had 5 items left. That's kind of crazy. Cashmere sweater. Let's take a look at this guy. Boom, the cashmere, and it's on a sweater. I think people will go after this. Is there an S? There's a micro S logo right there. You can barely see it, but it's a tonal Supreme cursive S, and people like their sweaters. $268, it's expensive, but cashmere is kind of a premium material, so I think this will maybe resell, or maybe certainly sell out in at least 2 colorways. Which ones will that be? I think navy has a high potential. This one might be too loud, and I'm not sure about the striped ones. What do you guys think of the cashmere sweater? I'll give it an upvote. The classic logo crusher, some similar colorways. I actually dig this quite a bit. Been meaning to get a new Supreme bucket hat, but I haven't really been drawn to any one in particular. Like, this black one is cool, right? The one that I have is the Stone Island tan one. I would like one that's a little more rigid. Maybe the green one to kind of compensate for not copping the green S cap. I'm not too sure. We'll see. I'm not really drawn to this one. I think I'd more so know if I wanted to cop a bucket hat, but yeah, I'm always going to be a bucket hat defender. Been wearing them since like lifeguarding days. Like, I'm talking before Schoolboy Q. Ya boy was throwing up that bucket on his head to protect himself from the sun's harmful rays. I mean, it's tough out there, boys. It's tough. Reflective jacquard beanie. I actually don't hate this at all. A little bit of 3M, some decent colors. Don't know why it's downvoted so much. 40 bucks for a reflective beanie. I don't see the problem at all. Embroidered collared long sleeve top. This kind of reminds me of the jersey design, and I actually dig this, like the jersey design from last week where it was the small Supreme logo. Is it crazy that I kind of want to cop this? Like, this is a sleeper piece. Just a very simple long sleeve. Now, the problem is, what colorway would I want to get? And do I really need it? Can I save up for something else? Because here's the thing. It's very simple, and I like that. Maybe black could be cool, but I have so much black in my wardrobe. Orange could be all right for the Halloween vibes. I kind of dig this. Yeah, we'll see. I dig this quite a bit. All cotton jersey, embroidered logo. The only thing, it's 80 bucks. Like, this at 60 is way nicer, 70 even, but at 88, gonna have to get that free shipping. All right, before we get back to the Jordan items, on the last item on the list already, I didn't realize it'd be so quick, but the loose fit stripe shirt is next. Not a fan of this. I hate the stripes. I don't like the colorways, the classic tonal logo, just not good overall, and I think people agree with me. This is not it for striped shirts this season. Right, going in the reverse order from the bottom up on Supreme Community, we got the Jordan Tricot track pants for $178. I think if you really like the track jacket, you gotta get the pants as well, make it the full suit. I still don't really have a definitive answer on what I think the best color for resale is gonna be. You guys can vote in the comments down below. I'm gonna say it's the olive, just for kind of the Travis colorway, but I think on second thought for the tracksuit, blue looks the best, and I think blue is the way to go for the tracksuit. Final answer. Puffer jacket. Surprised this is so far downvoted. I think this could be the sleeper item of the week, just because it's downvoted so much. Like, I don't really want to give it to any other item in particular. So maybe the puffer jacket. And I know a lot of people were talking about white. I think black is kind of pointless to get because you can't really tell that it's Jordan. So in my opinion, I'm voting for the navy one. And I was actually considering copying for resale, but seeing it so far down the list kind of has me a bit scared. So I'm probably going to pass on the puffer. And something with these pictures looks kind of insane. The warm-up shorts are next. We got the shiny boys. I really am not a fan of these. They just kind of remind me of like and one basketball shorts you would see kids wearing at school, like a little bit too baggy, a little bit too much. And I just am not in love with this 23 font, man. It's too thin. It needs to be thicker, more athletic. It looks like fake Jordan shit. I'm not gonna lie. Like this collab, something about the font, the way the 2 gets so thin in the bottom part of it, I'm just not a fan of the numbering on this. And maybe that's just my design brain getting a little bit too analytical, but I will say this, one of y'all had a great comment because I was talking about the shoes. We had the rumors that the 17s were coming out. Someone said this font right here is the same as the Jordan 17. Now it's kind of hard to see given the color of the font, but can you see the Jordan? You see how it's that kind of square italicized font? Take a look at that. Look at that. Is it the same thing? I don't know, but it's kind of close. It's kind of close. Like I said though earlier, jersey, I think the color to go for is either going to be the black or it's going to be the brown and olive. Those are my final answers. Tricot jacket, like I said before, I think the blue Carolina edition looks pretty clean. I wish the Jumpman was any color but red. White would have looked great. I just wish there was something else to the front. It's so simple, which maybe that's cool. And maybe I'm gonna eat my words on drop day. Who's to say? 188 is the retail for this guy. Drawstring bag. I might even cop this, dude. It's been a long time since I've had a drawstring bag. I think this is easy resale money as well, given that it's $28, super affordable. You can't go wrong at all with a cheap Supreme drawstring bag. Best bag they've had all season, by the way, too. Biggie short sleeve top, already talked about it. I think there's a little bit of resale in this guy. A lot of fans of it, 48 bucks, not bad at all. Basketball has got me thinking. Supreme has only released a couple of basketballs. They're not like Market and dropped a ton of them. We've had the Spalding mini basketball hoop. We had the Gons butterfly, which I wish I copped that when it released. And then as recently as the Bernadette Corporation, Supreme Washington, dollar signs, right? Damn, Mustang jerseys at the low. That's pretty cool. So this was fall winter 20. This one was spring summer 23. This one was spring summer 16. Man, that was a long time ago. So not a lot of basketballs from Supreme. I think this one's a no-brainer for basketball fans, collectors. 118 is steep, but I think you're gonna regret it if you have any inkling of wanting to cop this. I would just go for it, man. It's gonna be worth it. And I think this would be one of those items that could actually go up in value quite a bit. And then the crew socks, I copped something from the Jordan collab consolation prize. And there's no harm in that. I've done that so many times, like with the MM6 when I got completely fucked by the Q, bought the tank top and the socks and ended up flipping them both for lunch money, let's be real. But at least I had something, right? And these are kind of funny. I'm probably gonna get a pair to match with my Air Jordan 5s from fall winter 2015. Showed them off in that Jordan video. Again, check it out if you haven't already. So that is the entire drop list for Supreme Week 7 fall winter 2024, releasing on October 3rd, which is tomorrow from the time this video is uploaded. Jordan collab, I'm liking it, and then I'm not liking it. I'm liking it, I'm not liking it. I'm like, she loves me not. You know what I mean? So we'll see how we're feeling on the live cop video. Be sure to come out for that. I think the True Grit Power Rack is so cool. I wish I had $4,000 or the space to put this. I think it's a great accessory. Very Supreme, very funny. Polartec surely reversible pullover could kind of fly under the radar. And I'm realizing I didn't talk about 2 Jordan items, so we're quickly going to talk about them right now. The hooded sweatshirt at $168. It reminds me of the old version. It's almost exactly the same. And I think the green one is the coolest one because it's a new color. And then the sweatpants, I'm saying the same thing again. Go for the green. It's unique. The other collab had white and black. So definitely don't cop the black unless you missed out on the first collab, I guess. And this is a little bit different because the logo used to be on the middle of the knees. Oof. I mean, you guys know what to expect with me. We're all over the place constantly. And that's kind of how we have a good time. We just chill out, relax. You get some bucket hats coming out. Maybe you'll get puffer jacket. Is it a sleeper? Is it just cruising at the bottom of the drop list? Are people rigging the system? I think people might be rigging the system, and that's fine, right? Let's get the drawstring bag up. Everyone vote up the drawstring bag. But anyway, I'm kind of losing my mind. Hope you guys enjoy the video today. Let me know what you're copying in the comments down below. Be sure to stick around for the live stream on Thursday and for Palace week 1 of winter 24. Do we have any items yet? We don't yet. Who knows what's coming out? I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace and Buckies.